Sultan Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. Zero Day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec. Terrorist responses way of force. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply support any other story.
I'm here. Are you ready to begin?
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SARS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
Right. Stop the leader, stop Zero Day. But why are you here now?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London, which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
We know fucking everything, Malik. You were behind the embassy bombings and all the others too. So let's hear you say it.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
You're a fucking liar. You knew about Zero Day before you approached us.
I'm a spy, so yes. I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
0 Day or not, you've done bad enough on your own. You're gonna rot in here.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need 0 Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are. DedSec, a footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
Kidneys, lungs, cornea.
Well, there it is. The golden goose. Mary Kelly set up a fucking online marketplace for the darkest shit imaginable. Human trafficking, black market organs, guns. These people have to be stopped.
I suggest washing your hands after this. Well, here's something interesting.
Miss Kelly, why is our explosive shipment delayed? You've received the crypto.
Every penny, love. Must admit, I thought you was some trolls chatting shit in Mum's basement.
And what do you think now?
I think you're well funded. And my organisation could be implicated in something quite ghastly. I think the price just doubled.
True to your reputation. But we can offer you something more valuable than money.
What's that then?
Power. We can make you the Queen of London.
Queen, eh? A queen is sovereign, autonomous.
Unchecked. Release our shipment, and London will be yours to rule.
Oh, I know a good deal when I hear one. Fireworks are on their way. Careful you don't burn yourselves now.
Ah, this is the nail in her coffin. Mary Kelly supplied the explosives for the bombings. Add that to the slaves and the organ market, she is done.
That's an interesting turn of events. So Mary isn't 0 Day, but she's involved. I have to admit, 0 Day's plan to cover their tracks was clever, and it worked. Even I didn't suspect this, and I suspect a lot of things.
Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. We need everything on the Golden Goose for Caitlin's case. Bagley, were you able to recover any data?
This is a simple market site. I've recovered inventory lists, but not much that will help Inspector Lau's case.
Bagley, if we can find their servers, we can get the client list for Caitlin and wipe everything out before it goes online.
I'd love to, but the servers are rudely jumping all over the world. They're probably using a shuffle protocol and some kind of mixnet. I can work it out, obviously, but it will take me a few days.
Look, we don't have that kind of time. That host prick upstairs seems to be running things. I bet you he'll know something.
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool. This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. And I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Hey,
Sorry to spoil the party, but we have an uninvited guest in the DeadSet network. They're downloading all the tech we've acquired to a remote device labeled Drill Britannia.
what the fuck?
DedSec. The name is 0 Day. We've met before, in a past life. This city needed a villain, and you were perfect for the part. Now I have you playing a different role. While you've been running around trying to save this city, you've actually been arming us for a war. But then, it isn't always for us to know the role we play. And sometimes, once we've played it, our role is to die.
I think I just found the black heart of 0 Day. No one around though. Bagley, you got in?
It's, not authorized. How can it be not authorized?
What? Who told you you're not authorized?
By, apparently I can't say. Can I say this is really fucking annoying? Oh, well, there's that at least.
Bagley's been hacked. It's up to you now. See what you can find.
Yes, I may be able to analyze individual data points. Suggest you make this a quick investigation, though. I'm picking up Albion activity in the area. Possible they are searching for 0 Day as well.
That's fucking weird. But it's very impressive.
0 Day appears to be running the chip tracking tech we acquired from Mary Kelly. Now, what do you suppose they're doing with it? 0 Day has reverse-engineered Themis drones. Could they have their own private fleet? This is the Bagley source code, a copy of my brain from Broker Tech, code we acquired in Sky Larson's lab. Zero Day has a backdoor into Filament, that deep surveillance supercomputer Malik was so concerned about.
Jesus.
Clearly, DedSec has been unwittingly nicking toys for 0 Day. I'm detecting some devices over in the crash pad that could fill in some details.
Ouch, that looks like a stinger, eh? Oh, ease up, please. Let him breathe. Our very own Guy Fawkes. It's the wrong mask, though.
Fuck you. We didn't set that bomb. We defused it.
Even if I was inclined to believe a DedSec insurgent, do you think it really matters at all?
Since when does Albion get to play judge, jury, and executioner? You have no jurisdiction in London.
Oh, I do now. Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city. Provide medical aid. Help the injured. And guns out. Let's make it look good for the fucking cameras. Understand?
Well, well, if I were a bet-in AI, I'd say Nigel Cass had advanced knowledge of the London bombings and the location of that DedSec safe house, almost like someone tipped him off. But I suppose you'll put this together in your own time.
Time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Breakups are hard.
Is London burning?
Parts of it.
Then I've held up my end. Release the filament code.
One of your DedSec squad, he stopped the Parliament bomb. I was rather counting on that one, to be honest.
This is still the largest terror attack in London's history. If you can't work with that...
Oh, I'll work with it. But the deal is off.
Do you know who you're fucking with, Mr. Cass?
I know you set off bombs across the city and fucked your friends. I don't know what mischief you'll get up to with a big girl toy like Filament. Cleaner this way, though.
She's running! Get her!
Sabine? No. Fuck! How could she? She killed Dalton and everyone else. Fuck me! She's with 0 Day.
Explains why she wiped my memory. There's a lot to unpack here, but more pressingly, I've pinpointed where Drill Britannia is running. That console right over there.
Found it. Drill Britannia is a large CTOS patch. I don't know if I can stop it.
No one can stop it. That's the whole point. So... impressed?
I could be. What's this Drill Britannia do?
It's society's big wipe. While DedSec runs around fixing bugs, I'm deleting the source code. Frying the hardware too. All of it. It's actually a beautiful thing you've done by helping to steal all that tech.
Is that so? Well, they say beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but all I see is ugly. When's the rest of 0 Day show up?
Oh, it's just me. I learned very early on that no one was willing to make real sacrifice for change. In the end, history's actors work alone.
Poor thing, so fucking mad you can't even tell.
Ouch. I had hoped you might at least understand why I did it. Why we recruits. I am sorry. But once again, DedSec has outlived its usefulness.
Spread out!
Millions will suffer today. It's an honor to die among them.
Search the area!
London, this is 0 Day. Nice to finally meet. Those little bombings a few months back were my way of saying hello. Now we'll really get to know each other. All that technology you've come to love so well. Texting your nan, driving your car, pumping your heart. It's all about to turn against you. Tonight, your modern world will become a living hell. I don't expect you to understand this, but what I'm doing is good. Destruction is always the cure.
Suspending transmission. Activate the next terminal to take me offline.
The fuck?
You just can't get enough of me, can you? Or are you just incredibly stupid?
Do you want me to access the transmitter while you socialize?
Yes.
Yes! You're incredibly stupid! Wonderful! I see DedSec hasn't changed its brand.
You'll need to stall for time and remain near the transmitter unit.
You're a clever one. Hacking Bagley and all. So what's our master plan here? How's Chaos gonna fix things?
Fix? Well, you think we can fix this? What, with crypto-anarchism? protesting, doxing. Optics are glorified cattle tags. Albion shoots civilians in broad daylight. Snitching is now a means of survival. No, you skids can't fix anything.
No! The fight is the point! Because when you fight evil, you make room for good. We know we can't win, but we can be watchdogs.
And you're the arbiter of goodness. Let me ask, how many have you killed since DedSec restarted? See? A tiny tweak in your philosophy and we're on the same page.
The tower's fins must be collapsed to complete the trace. I cannot initiate this hack, but you can.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
That we should get the band back together again. Oh, sweet, but no. I'm saying I was in denial too. Shackled by their technology, their morality. But my hard reset wipes the slate clean. So we can all start again. I'm sad you won't be around to see it.
I wish you were shackled to something now.